What's up, people? It's your boy Humble Dad. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully my internet don't go down. It be tripping sometimes at this time of night for some reason. I'll close some of these things down. Um, I'm gonna do a combination of things to put all in this particular video because I don't want to make several of these just because of time. Uh, it's been a week. Interesting week. Um, New Year's just happened, right? If you don't know, it did. And you know, one of the things that uh, I wanted to kind of speak to first was like what happened on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve day. I don't know if I've told anybody or whatever. Yeah, no, I got to work on my beard. Um, I was unaware of how I was going to be feeling that day. I'm typically prepared for an emotional day, and that day I was not, and so it took me aback. It took me back into a wave of emotions, and I really didn't know how to deal with it. I wanted to. I wanted to call somebody, but I was like, no, I think I need to deal with this by myself. And that same day, I was taking uh, Ethan, my third child, to his baseball game, right? And it came to me like, okay, this is New Year's Eve, and I'm not going to be able to um, see Jen again. And there's like this just rush of emotions, and I was stuck. And so what I mean by stuck, I was having a hard time driving to make sure that I would get to where I need to get to. And so when I got to the baseball stadium, I had to pause, and I had to have the kids like, listen, I need y'all to go ahead and take everybody. I said, get everybody to the take Jordana, take her to down to the field. And Joshua, can you walk with Ethan? I'm just having a moment that I wasn't prepared for, right? And so you know, I was able to um, like be in the moment, embrace that moment, feel uh, that pain, that frustration, the fear, the anxiety, all those emotions, and I honestly felt the Holy Spirit with me, even though I was in so much agony. And so, for once again, I'm gonna keep reiterating. For those that have lost someone, you need to get grief counseling. Don't wait for it. Go get it ASAP, because they will show you and tell you some of the things that you need to do and can do to help you through those difficult moments. And then on, um, I guess that was Saturday. On Saturday, New Year's Day, me and my kids went to Alley Cats and we had a blast. Someone purchased us some tickets there, or some coupons, if you will, and everybody had the same amount of monies, if you will, and it was a little breezy outside, right? But all in all, when we got there, and we were just excited to be in the moment, to have fun with each other, to enjoy each other's company, to know uh, that this was going to be a day full of fun and activities. Went to the batting cages. We didn't get to do golf like Joshua wanted to do because everybody had already spent all their money, right? And so it was a good day for me, and as well as the kids. So then it came to Sunday, going to church, not knowing uh, that I was going to be feeling how I felt when I walked into the church. I felt fine. Then I sat down. Then it then start singing, and all of a sudden, I feel this wave of emotions coming over me, and I feel like Jen is next to me trying to hold my hand. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I kept feeling like I see something to the left of me, which is where she typically kind of stood whenever we worshiped in the sanctuary together. And so as I'm having my moment, I'm crying, and G's next to me. She's asking me, "Am I okay?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm okay." It's just, this is how I'm feeling. I just have to deal with it. And once again, I felt a comforting presence next to me, as well as my daughter who began to hug me. Well, my oldest daughter began to hug me and make sure that I was okay. And then people around me. At least it's definitely shout out to my homie Dwayne. Looking out for your boy, and so I appreciate that. And so that day, it was after that, it was kind of like a really relaxed day. I was able to rest and do a little bit of nothing, which is very challenging for me to do because I'm always trying to get things done. And then you have Monday, me and the kids went out and did a couple different things just together. One of those was to go to the gym to work out, play basketball, run around a little bit, get them some activities going. And then for those that don't know, I'm on King's Talk on Tuesday nights at 7:30 on the Lapeef Network on YouTube station. So that's been an incredible surreal moment because it is the channel that me and Jen watched pretty regularly, and it was our favorite, and so to be on that was like and to be on it is a privilege and an honor. And we get to talk to men, Black men specifically, about what can we do to better our environment as well as and better our culture. How can we make an impact on it? And so that was, so that's in my wheelhouse, right? Especially with me doing the Humble Dad podcast and talking to different men about how are they a dad in the house? Like, how are you a dad in the house? And everybody has a different perspective. But on this particular show, we're talking specifically to men, Black men, on what are you doing? What can you do to be better? And so I've been on that for the past 4 weeks. And last night's show was pretty incredible, to say the least. If you get the chance, go over there and check it out. Now, you come in here to hear what I have to say as it relates to the one thing that's missing from your dad box, your dad toolbox to be specifically. The tool, everybody I would say has a toolbox, even though they don't know how to use necessarily all the tools that are in the toolbox. They know what things are typically. You got your wrench, your screwdriver. Those are the main two things that I go to. You have your tape, you have your measuring tape, you have sometimes you have your power drill, right? And for me, I'm not too much of going into my toolbox much to work on anything. However, I as it relates to manually, but now when it comes to toolboxes emotionally, that's where I'm at. Like I'm aware of the things that I need in order to help my kids know who I am and who they are. One of those things that's in my tool belt is the Bible. One of the another things in the tool belt, yes, that's a tangible thing, yes, but also how to explain the Bible to them, and when they have those questions. And when I don't know, I say I don't know, and then I look it up, and then we go forth from there. I also have an idea of how to connect with my particular kid at that time, of what they're going through. And sometimes I have to be, I'm a parent, but there are different phases of me being a parent that I need to kind of be in zoned and in tune to when I am talking to one of those particular kids at that particular time. Right. And so I'm aware of that. So that's like emotional intelligence. And then there are times that I'm that encourager, that teacher, that's saying, listen, I know that this is hard for you, or what's wrong with you? You tripping. Like, don't you, I mean, you just said what you just said the information. Like Joshua was working on a math problem. Like, what's the answer? He's like, I don't know. I say, you just wrote it down. How do you not know the answer? And so I I got upset a little bit, then I had to relax, had to calm down, right? And go back into my toolbox to say, okay, he's going to shut down if I get too loud with him. I got to let him know I'm still rocking with him. I'm still on his team, right? But the one thing that I think that is missing from most men, and we can talk about women another day, but this is what we do here. We talk about how can dads be better. And one of those things that's missing is the I'm sorry, my fault, my bad. I didn't mean to say it like that. That's one of the things that I believe that's missing from a dad's toolbox, because a kid needs to see and hear that his dad understands that failure is going to happen. Okay. Failure is going to happen, or you're going to do some things incorrectly as a dad, and that you're willing to admit that you did not do what you should have done. I'll give you an example for myself. It was some years ago that I was having a conversation with Gianna, and I was telling her to put something away or throw it away. I was saying throw it away. Well, her mom was telling her, had told her something different, and so when she got confused, because she was like, well, mommy told me to do this, and I was like, but I'm the man in the house, so you do what I say. That's what I said. I pulled that card, and she was confused, and I was like, you better do what I'm saying, or there gonna be problems, right? And so she went to do what I said. And later on, Jim explained some things to me. And so then I had to come back to Gianna and say, you know what? That's my fault. I apologize. I was wrong. I was wrong for that. That's not something I should have done. Another time was when, I had disciplined one of my kids. It may have been Joshua or Ethan. I came to him and I said, that shouldn't have been your discipline. I should have did something different. And that's my fault for not doing what I should have done. And so that allowed them to see that I know that I failed in this area at this time, and I'm willing to say that to you, but also at the same time, I'm willing to move forward with that. So if you don't have that in your toolbox, you need to put it there. That's just my personal opinion. Because as these kids get older, you want them to be able to accept accountability and then self-evaluate. If you're not able to self-evaluate, then who could tell you that you're doing something wrong? Right? You won't listen to other people if you don't think at all about your errors. So with that being said, I appreciate the time for you that you've taken out to listen to what I had to say about the one thing that's missing from your toolbox. And that is, as a dad anyway, I'm sorry, my bad, my fault. And I failed at this time, and I will do better next time. So if you have questions, comments, concerns, or you disagree, please let me know in the comments section. So this is all I have. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let somebody, if you know a dad, please send this to them and see what they think about what I've said today. And until next time, we out here. Deuces.